Evening.
Evening.
You alright?
Right.
I'll just put you on push to talk.
How's the little girl?
Yeah, they got in about 3.
Right.
She had to have a bath, but they've said within 3 weeks it should be gone. It's superficial.
Oh, good. That's not...
Which is brilliant news.
Yeah, that's...
I'm going to take her on Monday because I said I'll take her.
Yeah.
Get her dressing done. I didn't show you the picture of her in... it's like she's in a straight jacket. I'll show it you now.
All right. Just go in here.
Show you the picture of her in... like she's in a... It's like she's in...
Need to edit these. So I've set them wrong, I think. Let's have a look. Got that right.
You playing something new, are you?
Hello! Yeah, so a little go of XPlane. I'm going to try it though anyway.
I'm taking a rest from Sims because it's doing me head in. I'm going absolutely raving bonkers with it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, hello! Well, she's all bandaged up anyway, so.
Oh.
So like I said, they've said, Mark, 3 weeks they should be gone. It's only superficial.
Oh, that's excellent. It's off her face as well. That's, you know, it's a blessing as well, isn't it?
Mm.
So you get any scars on her face, but I don't like it when kids get hurt. That's horrible. I don't want to see them. Get it away. Poor kid. She all saw.
She's tough, isn't she, Abby?
Is she?
Tough. Oh yeah. I spoke to her this morning. I said, "Does it hurt?" She says, "No, but this thing's too tight for me, Dad."
I think it has to be tight though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Do you know what they put on it?
Cling film.
Honey.
Honey. Hey, wow.
They covered it in honey.
Wow.
Right,
and they say there's something in the honey that makes it.
What?
Right. Facebook.
Craig, yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night, but she's all right.
Good, good.
Have I got that one right at least? Looks like it.
Hey, Craig, don't worry about it. The other one, the 17-year-old said she wants some beer. Can I have some booze? So I'll give her a Next thing you know, she's ringing her mum up, said, "Can you send me a tenner?" And I'm going, "Hold on a minute."
What? Why haven't that changed? First. Oh, hello! And that one's worked. And that one's changed. I've changed that one. That's right.
Right. Let's see what Amazon's got to offer. Spent some pennies and stuff.
Evening, Mark, Justin, Dennis, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the likes. Going to be trying XPlane. So this afternoon I've been having a little mooch about with it. I've got myself a couple of planes, the Toliss A319 and the JAR A320. Done a little mooching about. Had to set up my controllers up. You have to do that separately apparently, so I've done that. I'm just setting these streams up because they haven't changed like they should have, so I'm just making sure everything's saying XPlane. I don't know if it is or not really. So I'll just hang on a cotton pick a minute. And that one looks alright.
Are you still on thing or are you on XPlane?
I'm on XPlane.
Now this should be fun.
Oh yes. This is going to be a long stream of not doing a lot. I think I've set my streams up right. If I haven't, if anyone sees anything wrong with my streams in description wise, let me know. Because I think the results should be right. I hope they are anyway. We'll just have to go with the flow. So I've got myself a nice little YouTube. So if I just I'm going to be following a man. Don't tell everyone will want to do it. So XPlane Toliss A319 tutorial. So where was he? Today I demonstrate how to fly this. Yeah, that's the one. So, is this the one that's in English? Let's have a look. So that would be really handy if it's in English. There's not a lot happening. Who's breathing heavily? Why is there no sound on here?
It's not me. I'm on push to talk.
This is really absolutely a waste of time, that one. So let's come off that one. XPlane Toliss A319 cold and dark plus MCD. That's the one. Let's have a look at that one. For some reason I'm getting. Oh, that's why you take the mute off. It does help. Don't you hate YouTube adverts? Right, so we've got YouTube tutorial. Inside a gamer. Tutorial of the Toliss A319 cold and dark tutorial plus McDo version 1.5 part 1. So before we start, let's just go in my settings and I'll show it's in here. So general, basically, there's nothing doing that part. Make sure it's on in English. Sound, we don't bother with. Graphics, I haven't touched. Part the only thing I was told to make sure VSync is on, which it is. So I've touched nothing on there. I don't know how it's going to perform on that. Network, just left that as it is. Output, left that as it is. Joystick, I've set up a few little things on here to use. So I've got me. So 5 and 6 is AP, the autopilot 1 and autopilot 2. I've set my flaps up and my gear. Basically, that's it I've done on that for now. I'll add things when I go along. Probably on these, I might put some camera views when I find out where they are and how to do it. Throttle's done. That works. I've actually tried that, so I've set that up. But the only thing I haven't done actually is my rudder. So while we're here, it works. So left and right. Brake 1, brake 2. I'll just have to check that when we get in the plane. Make sure it does what it's supposed to do. That's all I'm going to do on there. I will need to, when I do different planes, is when I forgot on my throttle bit, is change the profile. So I'll have to save them as profiles because every plane is different. For the throttles, you have to set each one up separately. So even if it's A319, A320, A321, A330. You've got to set all the throttles up separately because they are apparently all different how they work. So as I get more planes on this, it depends how much I use it, so that depends how much I like it, obviously. So if we new flight and the Toliss A319, go on custom, let's see if this has worked. Oh, it has. So I've got British Airways or my EasyJet. We'll go British Airways. There we go. I'm going to start in Manchester. Along the side you got your little stars, so you can pick them as a favourite. So I've got 2, which is Manchester and Teesside. We have the weather, which you can customise. Manually configure, or we can have real world. So you can choose on that. But see, I'm a baby on here. I'm going to have it basically as easy as I can. We are going to start from. You can tick that. Engines running, but we are going to start cold and dark because that's how I like to do it. You got your weights and balances in there, so you can do them. What to do from here. You've also got your failures, which are here. So these have got always working. But I really have them on. Instruments, engines. What do you? A wing cannot. Left wing always working. What does that mean? Left wing's always working. Oh, right. So that means I see. Right. So basically, there's no. I've got no failures set for it. Right. Okay. Right, we'll leave that as it is. Then we won't be playing with. We don't want any failures. So, start flight. So we should end up somewhere in Manchester Airport. Not sure how long this is going to take to load. We shall see. So if anyone's watching who does play XPlane and I do anything wrong, please let me know. It would be handy. I'll forget to do something, or I should do something. Yeah. So I haven't got a flight planning. I'm going to go for Manchester probably. I don't know. Probably it won't be far. Let's put it that way. Probably just do somewhere easy. Not Newcastle, something like that maybe. Don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping my stream won't flip out like it was doing yesterday. I don't know why it was doing it. Not a clue. Man, this is a bit like my. Oh, gold. That's loud. Jeez. So let's see if these either do. Hey. Yeah, right. Okay. Maybe I should have picked a different. I should have gone in and picked a. Yeah. Right. That's certainly not. The best sort of location for it. Well, it might be for me, but not for that. That's for certain. So they're working. So my outside and my inside buttons. So that works. Right, so we're in. We're cold and dark. Nothing's turned on. Apart from some fans are buzzing for some reason.
Oh, hello!
So let's put our little tutorial on.
Next episode will be
looking at takeoff, cruise, and then on the final episode we're going to be looking at the descent and ILS landing. Now, as you can see, we're in the lovely livery of my VA. If any of you would like to come join us, you are more than welcome. Just look at simplyconnectva.com, link is in the description down below, and we can get you all set up. But in the meantime, so here we go, we're at the Toliss. Let's get down to the
Seems a bit
flight
dark,
deck,
doesn't it?
and let's start getting set up. Now, the very first thing is we want to go to the overhead panel. You want to make sure your external power is on. You can see that the batteries are already on. Make sure the fuel pumps are on. Now, this is the state it starts in, so these all should be on, but just double check and make sure that's all good to go. What first thing you want to do is arm emergency lighting, smoking, and
I've just turned it off. What a wall. So actually it starts in that. Do. Right. So is that on or off? Oh yes, so they're on. Alright.
seatbelt signs, make sure they're on.
Alright, so we're just going to go that one. Right, that on, that on.
All the heat for the cabins are up to medium.
Yep.
That's great, it's already there. And we need to align the ideas first.
Right.
So we're going to go to IR1 navigation. We're going to wait for the light to
IR1.
turn off. Then we're going to go to IR2. Again, we're going to wait for the same thing, the light to turn off.
IR2. Oops.
And again to ideas 3. Now this can take up to about 8 minutes, but we can quick align this. I will show you that in a second. We're going to flick on our radio navigation here. You can test your fire suppression for your APUs and your engines. Nice, it's all working nicely. Perfect. Okay, and that is basically what we put our radio navigation here. You can test your...
I missed that one. Where was it?
And again to ideas 3. Now this can take up to about 8 minutes, but we can quick align this. I will show you that in a second. We're going to flick on our radio navigation
so
here. You can
flick on
test your
radio now.
fire suppression for your APUs and your engines. Nice, it's all working nicely. Perfect. Okay, and that is basically what we need to do up here to start with. Come down below. First thing we need to do is brightnesses. A lot of people ask me where are the switches for this. Here they are. Make sure you turn them up, and you can do the same for the co-pilot side. It's not so bad if you're not streaming and stuff, but say if you're doing any stuff online, it's very hard for them to see unless you do this. Okay, back down to this panel. We're going to want to turn on the 2 radios down below here. And again, if you want to put any floodlights on, here they are. And again, for the other screens, these 2 knobs here, as you can see, they are going to turn the brightness up with the 2. And you've got the brightness tab here on the Mac Do. Now you have to do this every time, unfortunately, just the way the aircraft is set up.
I haven't got that. Toliss A319. He's got an iPad, but I haven't got an iPad on mine. And I've just downloaded this. No, I haven't. Oh, stop it! Oh, so I am in the A319 now, but I haven't got that. Jeremy, afternoon. No, the graphics aren't as good as Microsoft. It's basically the flight dynamics that it outshines Microsoft tenfold on its flight dynamics. So I just thought I'd give it a go. You alright, Mark?
That's exactly the same amount of length it's happened when you made my work. I've done that twice today. Yeah, it's about 11 miles. You alright? Yeah.
Right, so where were we up to? Mark, push the talk. Muted. Sorry, Mark. I had to mute you. Don't want to hear your phone conversations. Right. So why? Right, so we got that. Apparently that takes 7 minutes. exactly aligned, so we'll see. So
Over here, I have my Navigraphs description connected to this, which obviously shows us where we are.
That must be another add-on which I haven't
I
got.
like this for taxiing. Some people put their sim brief here, etc. But that is a separate tutorial for another day.
Yeah.
So I do need to bring up my sim brief very quickly. I'm just going to drag it across. I've done nothing special. I have already done a sim brief tutorial on the channel. If any of you really want to do it, I've just put in very quickly EGKK to EGCC, which is what I'm going to use for my tutorial. Put in the Airbus, of course. We know that we're leaving 26 left and we're arriving 05 right. We have our SIDS and stars and our waypoints and airways.
Oh, hello!
Okay. Now, the IRS for the ideas, here you go. It's got 7 minutes to alignment. So if you want to have it authentic, like realism, you know, by the time you kind of do your MacDo and stuff, this is very close anyways, but you can quick align this. Now, the next stage that we're going to want to do is very simple. You're going to click on your MacDo and pop it out. And we need to come up here to the plugins and you need to go to your Toliss folder. And the very first thing you can do is go to your sound action joysticks and you can see Edru quick align. If we get rid of this, this will now quick align and we're all aligned up with positioning. It knows where we are now. So that is how you quick align the ideas. But again, we need to Toliss up and we're going to go into loading and performance. The very first is situations.
Right, so plugins. Toliss. Oh, I bet the pushbacks come on. Yay! What we're going in? Configurations, right.
If you want a different engine, you can pick a different engine, winglet,
I'm just leaving
shark
that
etc. That's completely up to you. This is how you configure the aircraft to what you want it to do. Okay, but what we want is loading and performance. Now, sim brief is going to give us a few things.
I'm going to need
my
my sim brief. Right, okay. So let's minimise that. Let's go in. Let's open that up. So I am going to need a flight plan. So I need to go in there. Straight away. Just to line this up. Connect to sim XPlane. Right, so we are at, where was that, Manchester? As you see, and we'll go to, should we go Gatwick? Yeah. EGKK. I'll have to use the A320 on that because I am on A319. Okay.
Oh, hello!
Right plan. Here we go. Right. Let's pull this over here so I can see that over there. And go back to this. Right, so
0 fuel weight, our tow weights, and if you come down here we want your cost index. This is very important, we're going to need that as well. So this is what we're going to need. So with the fuel,
so do I get that if I go into the little one? I've got another little one. We've got, oh yeah, 0 fuel weight, bulk fuel, blah blah blah. So I've got that. I can put that there then, can't I? Yeah. No, can't. But I'll have to put it there. Right. Okay.
fuel we always round up to the nearest 100. So this will be 4.6. Sometimes I put like 4.7 just in case I have to go around or something like that because I'm absolutely terrible. But you know, hopefully you don't need to do that. So we now need to configure this. Okay, it says our 0 fuel weight should be 570. That's what we're looking for here, which we already have. So this is perfect. This is already set up for us. But say if it started off down here and we're on 50, so we want 570 is what we want, or as close as we can to it, and that looks like about as close as we can. The fuel does need to change here though. It is 4.6. We can quick fuel that
I know
and apply
this is in kilograms. So 0 fuel weight is 51416, and demand is 61407. Like so. 6 running books. Right. That's why I've got the wrong plane, haven't I?
You'll be off this in a minute.
Hey.
You'll be off this in a minute.
5-7. I'm just gonna.
It'll be way too complicated.
No, just follow his because technically I'm doing the same run but backwards.
That is
So.
load setting. So the plane has now been loaded. We need these figures. Okay. We're here at the MacDo. Now I want to point out that I'm not a proper pilot. I play these games for fun, so you know, don't use these in any kind of real life situations, or I don't pretend to be that I know exactly what I'm doing. I have a way that I do this, and it works for me. There are proper ways to do this, obviously, but this will give you the basics on how to enter your flight plan. First thing we're going to do is go into the init page.
Oh, look at the adverts. Bloody hell.
From. Okay, so we're in EGKK for Gatwick. We need to put in our dash because we've got a dash.
Right, so E G C C to E G K K. Put that in there. Flight number. Cost index is 5. I'm doing most of this because this is normal. Flight level 190. I've got loads of noises going on in my ears, I know that.
Dash here, and we need to put in EGCC. And there we go. It's going to load.
I don't know if it's me or him.
Your alternative route is up to you if you want to put this in.
Nah.
SimBrief does give you one. EGCN is ours, so EGCN. We're going to throw that into there. That is our alternative flight number. Because we're in the Simply Connect livery, is always IAG with a number. I think it's 1202 for Gatwick to Manchester. Cost index, which we already picked up from the SimBrief, if you remember. Our cost index today was 47. There we go, cost index of 47, and we're going to be cruising at level 310 for our cruise temperatures, which is right here. Perfect. I now go on to the next page. This is init B, I suppose, and we need to enter our 0 fuel weights while this page is here. So 5.7. No, sorry, 57. We won't put in any points. We could put, you know, 0.1, I suppose, if we're rounding up. 57.1, and we're going to put in a dash here. And this is your 0 fuel weight center of gravity. We have to input this, so 29.4. This is so the aircraft knows what it...
Right, so where is our center of gravity on here? Where is the center of gravity on here? Is it there? Is it there? Oh, there it is. That's it there, 29.4. So, slash 29.4. And that in there. Yeah.
It needs to do. Throw that in, and then we're going to throw in our block fuel of 4.6 into our fuel, and now it's given us a load of extra bits and pieces here. And you can see that the tow weight is 61.5 if we have a look at our SimBrief. 61.4, so that it's very close, very good. I'm very happy with that. Next, we're going to go to the flight plan.
What fuel? Oh, that's what this wants to be, isn't it? So that needs to be 5486. So if we go 56. I'll go 56. Why won't it plug it in? Ah. Brother, thank you very much. Block fuel, kilograms. Let's go back here.
6 into our fuel.
Nice,
Now it's giving us a load of extra bits and pieces.
That's right. 5.6. Yay! Right. We've done that. Right, next.
Here. And you can see that the tow weight is 61.5 if we have a look at our SimBrief. 61.4, so that it's very close, very good. I'm very happy with that. Next, we're going to go to the flight plan. And we're going to be looking at EGKK because that's where we're going from. We're going to be departing, and we know that we're taking the 26 left. With the 26 left, it does want us to take the LAM 2X, so we need to scroll through here.
So that's departing from 05 right. So 05 right using list 2Z. List 2Z. Insert. I remember that bit.
So you can use these two to scroll up and down, and we're looking for the LAM 2X, which is here. Nice, no transition. Enter.
Hi Jim.
Plan. Insert.
I've got two. I got the JAR A320 and the Toliss A319, which is what this is. So I'm using the Toliss first. So I've spent this afternoon basically setting my joystick and controller up ish. Getting a couple of downloads, some couple of little add-ons here and there, and doing the basic settings. So hopefully it's about there. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. So I think it's going to be.
So now if we scroll up and down, we're going to go to the last waypoint, which is LAM. Now if we look at our sim brief, that's exactly what should be there next. So we know we're happy with that. Click on LAM. Now our next one is an
Right,
airway.
so if I go up list door, which is right, so I click on that. So I just need to plug these in now, don't I? So list door. Just check that I'm doing
So
this
we're
right.
going to click on airway. If you were just going to another waypoint, you just throw it in here. But because we are taking airway, we can now bring up this page. Now you've got your airways on your left, waypoints on the right. That's how this works. But first airway is N50.
Right, so airways. So I'm going to L612 first. So L612, that's one of them. And then HON, H-O-N. There. Then we've got N853. And there. Ooh. So do I have to
7.
insert that then?
And that should take us onto the wheeling. W-E-L-I-N. Now if your waypoint was wrong, this would tell you at this point. So you wouldn't be able to get too far if things were going wrong. We are going on to a waypoint of 2420.
So I should just carry on. Right,
And we're
okay.
taking our final way.
So it looks like N8. Try that again. Oops. N859. That's worked this time. I must have put it in wrong. I'll blame me for that one. And then we've got. I'll just put all these in. So K I D L I into there. And it's about 50 quid, I think, somewhere around there. It's in dollars, but I think it was about 50 quid. James, why don't you come in Discord? It'd be a lot easier. And then we... Right, so that's it. Oh, that's it. That's all I need to do on there. So insert. Then we'll put in our... Might as well put our arrival in, then it's done. So we're landing on 08 right. Which is that one. Via Astra 2B. So Astra 2B. Over here. Flight plan. Insert. let's carry on with that.
Point
See what he
before
does.
our star TNT.
See if I've done it right.
TNT. And we're going to insert this again. We're going to scroll down. And you can see TNT there is our last waypoint before EGCC. And now we're going to click on that. We're going to put in our arrival. We know that we're coming in at ILS 5 right. And now we need to look for our star, which is the day N2A. Okay, so day N2A has just appeared. We're not going to take any transitions with this one. Enter that into the flight plan and insert. So what I'm just going to do quickly is just make sure there's no discontinuities. There doesn't seem to be, so I think that's going to be okay. Next page is performance. Now you can
Pause
see
that
this.
there. See if there's any discontinuity. So starting there. No, there isn't.
Right, they've all gone.
Well, all the kids.
Where are they going up to? Abby, Isabel, her boyfriend, and Jack have all gone to somebody's house for a party. Thank God.
Peace and quiet.
This is changed here. You need to put your
Still got
config as
Poppy.
flaps 1F.
Say again.
I've still got Poppy. In fact, I can push the talk off now.
Yeah. Right. Let's minimise that down there. Oh, is that your
few
brother?
beers. They got thrashed today, didn't they?
Oh yeah. 1-0 down, then 1-8, and it all went to pot really. Basically, 3-1 I think it finished it with. Well, Pally Azabelong, whatever his name is, he's leaving at the end of the season. Contract's up. A lot of people won't be that bothered about that. Right, so what we're doing
Now
next?
most Airbuses will take off with a flaps 1 depending on a few conditions, weight, size of runways,
Totally
wind
different, isn't
conditions,
Yeah.
weather conditions, but generally a 1F flaps takeoff is what you'll get with an Airbus. And here we go. It's given
I'm
us
surprised you
our
weren't on this
rotation
afternoon. Then I
speeds
saw,
and our V2,
I
and
saw
we know
what you
it's
were doing. I thought he'd learning that.
Yeah, I was going to. I thought I was going to put it like stream at the same time, but I was just like messing about. It's like coming.
Yeah, you could have put it in chat, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could have gone on Discord, I suppose, but I didn't know if anyone was on, so I was like going in between YouTube, starting it, stopping it, doing bits and bobs because Jim was doing bits. Then we had to have dinner, and then we were doing this and that. So I was like on and off it all the time. So it was a good job I didn't really.
You didn't buy that lot for 70 quid, though, did you?
No, it was $79, which is about, I think it was about 54 quid.
Bloody money to spare you.
Yeah, so, well, it's all thanks to my lovely followers. That's where it comes from, so this is
Well,
what,
mine went.
that's where it goes.
Right. Yeah, yours went out a couple of days ago.
So I should have, I don't even know what day I get paid actually from Facebook. I think it's probably going to be Tuesday because of the bank holidays. I don't know if it's bank holidays in America or not, so.
Well, you do some stars, aren't you?
So, well, the last day of the month, which was like a couple of days ago, that's when it stops. So it adds it all up. But that's for like next month. So for like last month, so what are we in now? April, aren't we? So February's I get paid this month. So you're like a month behind all the time. But because I had it going in. PayPal take their cut, which was like I think it was like 40 quid last month. I went, whoa, hold on. So I've changed it to direct to my bank.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The other month, didn't you?
well, considering I think it worked out about 200, just under 200 quid, 180 quid, something like that. So out of that, they're 240.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it, pal.
Yeah. So that was very good.
So what happens? You know your supporter one.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
That's the same. Over the month, it's all added up. What I get is like a little invoice which says stars bought by mobile, stars sent by mobile, stars sent by PC, And the same with their supporters. So if you bought through a PC or a mobile, it tells you which is which. And it adds it all up and then says this is what you're going to be getting in 2 months' time. So obviously that's in dollars. So that comes into my bank in dollars, which my bank will then charge me for the conversion, which is it's about 1%. It's nowhere near as much as what PayPal charge you.
Yeah.
So I've changed it into my bank. So it should land sometime this week or next week.
As I said to you before, if that's Portugal, RAF 45 win it, you can have it.
Well, yeah, we'll see how long it takes. It's just the way
I
it
know,
is.
but like I say, but if you're going to spend 30 quid, I'd rather you spend 30 quid.
Well, this is where it goes on stuff like this. So, and obviously me add-ons for the computer, and when I can get them, but I can't, so I spend it on this instead.
Okay. Less grief off the wife.
Yeah.
Because you're not spending your money.
Nice. So most of it looks quite very similar to Microsoft, like the setting up of the McDo. On the JAR one, you can on one of them you can actually do it say from SimBrief, but I don't know if it's the JAR one I've got or one of these or how you do it. But I don't mind punching them in, especially with short ones. It's when it becomes long ones it becomes a bit of a pain. But we'll just jog on and see how it goes. Right, where are we up to?
Okay, we're rotating at 150 as well. Nice. And 152 is our V2.
Alright, so hang on, I've missed
Okay, we
something
know we're
here.
going to be doing 1 F flaps takeoff is what you'll get with an Airbus. And here we go. It's given us our V1, our rotational speeds, and our V2. And we now need to input these here.
Hold on, let's go back.
This is we'll take off with a flaps 1, transition to this one, enter that into the flight plan, and insert. So what I'm just going to do quickly is just make sure there's no discontinuities. There doesn't seem to be, so I think
So this
it's going
doesn't
to be
do what
okay.
thingy does.
Next page is performance.
Right.
Now you can see that this has changed here. You need to put your config as flaps 1F. Now most
right.
Airbuses will take off with a flaps 1 depending
1F.
on
Right,
you
I
know, a
see.
few conditions, weight, size of runways, wind conditions, weather conditions.
Unfortunately, you can't see
Generally, a
this.
1F flaps
I'll
takeoff
put that
is
over
what
there.
you'll get with an
I'll put
Airbus.
that there.
And here we go. It's given us our
Yeah, all
V1,
I've got
our
now is a blank
rotational
screen.
speeds, and our V2, and we now need to input these here.
Shouldn't have a blank screen.
No, it did do a minute ago.
Oh, yeah, it's because I was flicking between screens. So it'll like go off and come back on again. So what I've got to do there, which I didn't realise, was go on here and put 1F in, which is basically your flaps 1. And it then gives you your V1 rotate V2 speeds. So
Okay, we're rotating at 150 as well. Nice.
So I just punch
And
them into
152
there.
is
So
our
132,
V2.
132, 135. So
Okay, we know we're going to be doing a flaps 1.
132.
Now we can change this.
Which seems
so
a
it
bit
actually
weird,
auto-trims
having the
as well,
same
if we
speed
put a
for
slash
V1 and
up or
rotate.
down, but we don't
Yeah,
need to do
your
that.
screen
It's
keeps
fine right now.
going to a
Our
blank
flex temp
screen.
today
Does
is
it?
65, so this is how you work out your flex temp.
I'm going to watch that.
So that screen you're on now.
So we're going to throw in our 65 here into our flex temperature. And for me,
Ah, that's why. Yeah, like when I'm right. So if I click on, yeah, that's why. So it's when I'm clicking from screen to screen like that. So I've got to click. So I'm because I'm pausing YouTube. So when I click on the YouTube page,
that is our flight plan.
it goes black. When I go back, and then it goes back on. And when I click onto the game, it does the same again. So that's what it is. It's just me clicking from screen to screen when it's going black.
Oh, from Portugal.
Hi Joe, good evening. Evening? Is it evening? Yes, it is. Right.
So yeah, what's today?
Everyone thinks that's the if we put a
think it
slash
is something.
up or down, but we don't need to do that. It's fine right now.
Not like me on a
flex
Friday.
temp today is 65, so this is
Oh,
how
it's
you work
Friday,
out
isn't
your
it?
flex temp.
Good Friday as well.
So flex temp 65.
So we're going to throw in our 65 here into our flex
So
temperature.
my flex temp is
And for me,
73.
that is our flight plan complete. Everyone thinks that's the hardest bit, that's the easy bit. Okay, so we can now click on there, and we can now check our flight plan if we wish. If we go up to our thing here and change this to plan, keep it at 10 nautical miles, you can already see the plan here. If we start scrolling up,
Now we can take that off
you
apparently.
can see all the waypoints, make sure it all adds up. Nice round into Manchester. Again, very happy it's working. We can leave that the way it is. Now, depending on what you're doing, if you're using ATC, Pilot to ATC, or VATSIM, they may clear you to a certain transitional altitude before you can climb.
Torres
But
Novas.
for this sake, 31,000
Right,
is
so-
fine. We'll go straight up there because we're not
Torres
using any
Novas,
ATC
Portugal.
as currently is. But they would give you the transitions and stuff. Same for your flight plan. You wouldn't do your stars until if ATC said you're going in at 5 right, only because of the flight plan that we're doing. We know that we are. That's why we've inputted it. We got our 3 dots here, which means everything is working.
Right, so I'm going to 19,000. FD on, yeah. I can actually do it. How do I close this? I can close this somehow. We'll just click on it. Oh yeah, there we go. Right.
Well, it'll all line up with the MacDo. If there are any constraints here or speed constraints, it should do it all automatically. So we hope. Next stage would be now to start looking at getting engine started, APU burning. So we're going to come up here and click on the master switch for the APU. We're going to scroll down, and basically all we're doing now here is waiting for the APU flap open. Okay, now that the flap has become open, we're going to start our APU. At this stage as well, we can now throw on our beacon because we are going to be doing engine starts very soon, so the ground crew know that that's what we're going to be looking for. And again, you're waiting for this now to say available. Once it's kind of done what it needs to do here.
I've done all them on that do.
In the meantime, we can now actually look at our better pushback. We can pre-plan our pushback now.
Graphics
You know
are
that
worth
that's
the
pretty
while.
much where
Yeah.
we're going to be going.
So let's see. So I've got a better pushback. So let's see pre-planned pushback. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you have to do a map for it. You have to show it where you want the.
I know it's got it off the screen and it won't show me.
Oh, hello!
I can't move it. Oh, there we go. Wow, where's it gone? Why is it all the way over here? Wow, that hasn't worked very well, has it?
Probably asked for that.
I haven't. I've just turned it on there. It's gone onto a bloody motorway. Oh, that's a pile of crap.
Go on, Luke.
Close. Right, so we've got that there. So I can put that over here. So I don't really want to do that. So why won't that work? Let's try it again. Replan. Oh, there it is.
Oh, hello!
it's taken it off there. Why? Oh, so if I move that, it's not lined up properly. Hmm. I just want to see what's wrong with that. Radio, miscellaneous, crew. Oh, that's good. It's crashed the game. Oh well. Here we go. Oh, that's good. Right. Don't do that. The game just crashed. Ah.
It's not just
Game crashed. Resume last flight. See if it saves it.
I think on XPlane it saves them.
Hopefully. I tried to do something with that pushback and it crashed it, so I might use the ATC, I think. So I have an idea how to use that. I don't know if this is like multiplayer and you see other people or not.
Bloody, I've just turned the telly on. BBC One Sound of Bloody Music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music. I've got, is it Barnsley and Written or something?
Oh, ITV3, Carry On Behind.
Ah, there you go. Is that the one where they're in a toilet factory? Wrong IP address, no.
Yeah. Have a look. Info.
No, it doesn't save it.
Oh, they're digging for Roman remains.
Ah, right.
On the caravan. I think this is the one where Barbara Windsor does that exercise.
And that's, hasn't that Carry On Camping?
It could be. Oh, Carry On Behind's the one with the German woman in it who fancies what's it called? Ooh, matron.
Right, it's starting again on this now. Bloody hell.
Turn it off and get bloody A320 off.
I'm half tempted, I must admit.
I think as if anybody joins tonight, they can't join you.
I know. I don't think anyone's in actually. What? It's time is it like? That's only 10 to 7, isn't it? Shall I? Shall we change?
Yeah, do it. Learn it.
That means I'm not streaming when I learn it, doesn't it? Unless I do this tomorrow afternoon. Do it on the afternoons.
Tomorrow afternoon, do it on Discord, and then at night do the.
Yeah.
And then obviously Sunday we've got the big day. Monday.
Oh, so let's see if this is. Save me flight plan. Ah, bollocks, it hasn't. Ah, sorry. Let's come out with that. Let's go Microsoft.
time are we on now? It's now
It's 10 to
10 to
7.
7. And you come on at 5 to 6.
Hmm.
You've not even moved.
Yeah. It looks like it's fairly similar. It's just the startup procedures. So I'll basically just sit and watch a video and see what the differences are in it. Right, we'll get rid of you. Get rid of you. Leave you on. Leave you on. Leave you on. And leave you on. So all we need to do now is... she'll just restart the stream.
I'd restart it so you know what you do.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to change back to Microsoft. I'll be about 10-15 minutes while I just change everything over.
No worries, pal.
So